one of the problem, or if you asked him if he could go back and do it again, what would he change or what would he do? And he said, like, nothing really, because I did what I thought was right at the time. But knowing what he knows now, he wouldn't overtrain, which is an interesting thing to say, right? So nobody says, like, no trainers ever say you should be going top speed or 100% output 7 days. Like, no one says that.
Not a good trainer.
Yeah, no one ever says that.
Right.
And you shouldn't.
Right.
So that doesn't mean you shouldn't do something every day, because you can do that. Yeah. But you have to have some intelligence about what you're doing. So if you have 4 days a week where you got some intense work, you have 3 other days where you can slow down and maybe focus more on, like, more technical things.
That's right.
Or you can focus more on movement quality, or things that are like low rep, low load, where you're focusing on making sure your knees are steady, or really focusing on your stick handling technique. Right. Like, that's where that kind of plays in. So what I wanted to wrap into that too is a point of confusion a lot of times, especially for the young guys going into like junior when they have a lot of camps and tryouts, is how do you prioritize off season in the gym training versus off season on the ice training?
Sorry, during the season?
No, off season.
Okay.
So in the off season, so like for the guys we got here, they have their off season program that they need to be doing in the gym. Yeah. So that means 4 days a week, I need them to be in the gym, and I need them to be ready to work out in the gym. But if they have the choice to go skate 4 times that week as well, how do they balance? Like, how do they prioritize which thing they should be focused on, or where they should put most of their effort? Yeah. So I want to get your thoughts, because I have my own opinion.
Here's my thoughts. First of all, you have to be intelligent. This is something I say all the time, is don't just go get ice to get ice. Yep. Don't go train with someone just to train someone. So what I would say is, your off ice is as or more important, because you need to get in proper shape. This is caveat that you want to go somewhere with hockey, if and you have something that you're shooting for.
Always, it's always.
So you got to understand that. If not, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But so your off ice is important. But so when you go to train with someone, or you're going to get ice, it absolutely needs to be at a slower pace. That's it. Yep. It's that simple. So if your trainer's got 17,000 different toys on the ice, and it's go, because that's what most people do, and they're like yelling at you to go harder and go harder, you're not accomplishing. You're defeating the purpose in the gym. Yep. So what you're doing is you're having an exercising futility. You're driving yourself nuts. You're not going to get.
You're going to burn out.
You're going to burn out. You're not going to get ahead of the game. Yeah. So part of it's an old saying that I forgot how it goes. No, I don't. I was just thinking of what it is. I've got a couple of these, but if you give a guy, tell a guy to chop a tree down. I think Abraham. I think it's Abraham Lincoln that said this. Okay. If you give me 4 hours to chop a tree down, I'm going to take 3 hours to sharpen the axe. Yeah. And it's like, no, it's true. Like the prep work, and the other thing I said the other day is keep the main thing the main thing. The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. And when it comes down, you have to look at your seasons like this, and you have to prioritize what's the most important thing. Your off season, you have to get in the proper shape, and then your hockey should coincide with that. And the way we've got ours laid out is, if you're skating with us, it's exactly that. You're going to work real hard right now in the gym, and then if we're on the ice, which we aren't, we would be on the ice doing more technical stuff. Yeah. And it works together. Yeah. And then as we go to the next month, it's going to just change a little bit and match up, and so that you're ready to go. Yeah,
that's exactly what I was going to say. For our visual learners, I think it starts kind of like gym in terms of the importance, gym, ice. Yeah. So when you're right out of your season, you take your time off, and as you start to get back in training, I think the gym stuff is the priority in terms of where most of your physical effort goes into. That doesn't mean you neglect on the ice, focusing on your technical work. That's not what that means. But in terms of your output of how much effort you're giving physically to the task, more goes to the gym than to the ice. And then as the summer progresses, it starts to switch, where by August you're prioritizing your on ice intensity as opposed to the workout intensity.
I got a statement or a comment or something as well. Because it's a weird year. And most people would say that, but I haven't really played a lot of hockey this year. Ontario, we're talking about, it's pretty much North America. You haven't played a lot, so would you say go and play games? Or would you say maintain this schedule? So I'm not stupid, I'm not that smart. I like saying it like that. But of course, if you have a chance to go play some hockey right now, out of pure passion, go play games.
Yeah, go have fun.
Go have some fun, dudes. Like, go have a blast. You need to go get that out of your system. But having said that, a lot of people think, Zach Cassian told me this. He goes, you know what, Andy, all these years, I always thought that maybe I was doing it wrong. Like, you know, go get into play scrimmages and all that stuff. He goes, but you know what, like the shit that we do, the skill work, like it gets you back in shape. It takes me about two days to get back in, not NHL game shit, but to get the feel to play in a game.
Yeah.
It's all the little things that make all the difference in the world. So I'm going to say to the kids, because my son was worried about it, and I was worried for him and all the kids. It's like, okay, so if you're going to be off, like in this COVID thing, there was 4 months. They were off the ice for 4 months. It's a long time. But I look at it, I told them, I said, there's guys that get injured that are off for 6, 9, 12 months, and they come back and they're pretty good hockey players still, or you would know the difference. Yeah. When I played hockey, we didn't have ice from April till August. It's a long time without ice, and it turned out to be just fine. If you do athletic stuff like off the ice, it's going to be good, but you're going to catch up. My point is, you're not going to fall behind unless you do nothing.
Right.
So my son was going through the thing this year, and he was a little worried. So when he came back the first time, Eric Wellwood hadn't seen him skate, I don't think, ever. So he was on the ice, and he heard my son's a really good player. Well, he went on. He grew a couple inches. So he was like hitting the 6 foot mark, and he was doing really athletic stuff. He went on the ice, and I even went, oh my God, he's terrible. Like, he's not a good skater right now. He looked like his body was like, I'm like, what the hell? And I was pretty sure it would straighten itself out and stuff, and it did.
Yeah, for sure.
It was like 2 weeks later, he started getting it back, and by within a month, he was as good. Well, no, he was twice the hockey player he was when he finished the season. And everybody will be the same way.
Yeah.
So as much as you want to get back on the ice, and it's going to, I get it, but you don't have to go crazy because it's going to come back.
Yeah.
It's going to come back.
Well, it's even like I said a few episodes ago, I was talking about when I have to jump on the ice to do a session training. Yeah. Like I haven't actually played in 3 or 4 years now.
Right.
And I have all of it. I can still shoot. I can still stick handle. I can still skate. So it's not like it's going to go away. Yeah. You know,
even for me, if I'm like an old man, if I'm off, like I'm going to be off for a month and a half. Yeah. On being on the ice.
Yeah, seriously.
If I go on there and it's like a couple minutes and then it's like kind of back at it. Not a big deal.
Yeah, it's baked into your brain, you know?
Yeah. So you're going to be fine. And don't neglect, like, keep the first things first. And if it's for you, like, guys, like, obviously for you, if you just want to play hockey to have fun and and you're just hoping for the best, if something comes out of it, that's one thing. Yeah. But if you're actually sitting there and you say, I've got some talent, I think I can play in the OHL or get my school paid for, I want to be a pro, you have to do it the right way. And you will be fine. You will be fine. Yeah. There's no, like, the biggest thing that people do is they look, and I've just seen this all the time. This guy is doing that. Andy told me this, or Zach Cassian told me this, but that guy's doing that. I got to do what he's doing, or else he's going to get ahead. He's not. I'm telling you, he's going to burn himself out. I've seen it thousands of times.
Yeah, for sure.
Not 100 times, thousands of times. Yeah. No exaggeration. Yeah. People think they're right, and they're not right.
Yeah.